Hello everybody, it's your friendly Canvas admin, Jake, and I'm here today to talk to you about Google Assignments inside Canvas. What is Google Assignments? Well, I'm glad you asked. If you're like me, the Google integration that exists with Canvas up till now has been workable, but not perfect. One of the things I miss most about Google Classroom is the ability that we had when students submitted their documents to you to see their live documents, to add feedback, to return them to students. That whole process, which kind of goes away inside of Canvas, or at least is handled in a different way. The way Canvas handles Google documents when they're submitted via the external tool otherwise is it submits you converted copies, right? So when a student submits their Google Doc to you, it gets converted to a Microsoft Word file. And sometimes you might want that, and sometimes you don't. I am personally a fan of the Google Classroom flow when it comes to using Google products for classwork. And since we are a Google district, Google Assignments is going to help us kind of ease the transition there. So I'm going to show you about Google Assignments inside of Canvas today. So first of all, a couple things to know. You don't need to do anything to sign up for Google Assignments. You are already signed up for Google Assignments because you are part of Hope County School District, and we are signed up for Google Assignments. So here is how you are going to use Google Assignments in your class. So I'm going to choose my demo class for right now. And I'm going to come to Assignments, and I'm going to set this up just like I would any other assignment. So I'm going to click New Assignment. Of course, it gets a title, so I'm going to call this Google Assignment Demo. Remember your rich content editor. This is where you put the instructions for your assignment. You want to make that look pretty and engaging. We still want to set up points. Let's say that it's a 20-point assignment. We want to, all these options are the same. I'm not going to go back through how to set up an assignment, but what I want to draw your attention to right now is here. So we're under External Tool, and when I click on Find, and I scroll through and I look, there are two different Google choices, right? Up till now, we've used Google Drive Cloud Assignment, and this is the one that you can, when you open it, it points you at your Google Drive, you select the document you want students to get, and when students open it up, they get their own copy of that Google Doc, and we want that. But when they submit that Google Doc to us, they don't actually submit the Google Doc. It comes to us as a converted file. Or when they submit that Google Slides to us, it doesn't come as a Google slide, it comes as a PowerPoint. I want to change that. So we're going to use Google Assignments instead. So I'm going to choose Google Assignments, and now it's going to pop up with an authorization. Yes, I want to use this account. A note here is that when you authorize Google, you only have to do it once for the entirety of Canvas. But with Google Assignments, you have to authorize it for every course you're in. So don't be surprised if each time the first time you pull this up inside of each of your different courses, it'll ask you to reauthorize. So it has to be authorized for each course. It's not account-wide. All right, so this, now that it's authorized, should look kind of familiar to you. This is roughly the layout of Google Classroom's assignments, right? You should recognize what it looks like. So at the top, we've got originality reports, so we can turn on Google's anti-plagiarism features if we want to. And here where we say attach, this is where we choose the Google file that we want to attach. So I'm going to click attach. It's going to open my drive. Now we're back in the Google interface that we all know and love, and it's showing me all of the different Google files that exist for me. If I go to my drive, I've got everything there. For now, I'm going to choose this template doc right here and click add. So it's going to attach, and notice it says each student will get a copy. Awesome. I'm going to make the points match what it is set for in Gradebook. So in Gradebook, I had it set at 20 points. I'm going to set it at 20 points here as well. I can add a rubric here if you are used to rubrics inside of Google Classroom, and it works exactly the same way. So if you want to, you can add one, create it, reuse, or import it from Sheets. I'm going to leave it blank for now. And now I'm going to click on Create. Let it do its thinking, and then click on Select. And we don't see anything different, and that's okay. Remember, this is just saying we're going to use the tool. But when we're done, we're going to click on Save. And it's going to pull up the teacher view of Google Assignments now, after it gets done thinking, because internet. Here we go. All right. So this is what the teacher's view looks like. Your submissions for this assignment are going to show up here. So I want to make sure that this assignment is published and in a module so that my students can see it. So I'm going to publish it. And I'm going to add it to a module. Let's just create a Google Assignments module. And let's add it there. We'll publish that module. Okay, and now I have one of my test students open, so I'm just going to jump over to hit the test. I'm logged in as a test student here in this course. So let me just refresh this page so that he gets the current information. Let's go into modules. There it is. Click here. Okay, now he's got to sign in. Remember I said Google Assignments works on a course-by-course basis. This is his first time using it in this course. He's going to have to sign in, so you can just bear with me as I sign in for this student. Okay, so this is the student point of view. All right, so this is what it looks like for the student. It's got a link to his template document right here. It's done the great thing of adding the name, all the things we love most about Google Classroom, it does right here. So it's got his name. I can, as this student, I can click right here and it opens my template document. Okay. But notice there's not a place to submit this yet. In order to do that, I have to click on Open in Assignments. And if I click on Open in Assignments, it's just going to pop open a new tab where I've got a link to my document again, right? I can click right there. The changes I made were saved because it's a Google Doc, so there it is. This file's inside of his drive, all that stuff. This also gives the student the option to add more files, right? So they've got the template, but if they have other things they want to add, or if they need to create something from scratch, they have the option to right here. When they're ready, all they have to do is click on Submit. Are you sure you want to submit this? Yes, we do. We're going to submit it. We're going to get the little celebration in just a moment after the internet gets done thinking, saying, great, we're all set. And now, because I'm the student and I submitted this, right? If I go to my doc, notice I don't have edit access anymore. What? Because it's just like Google Classroom. Once you submit it, the student's locked out until you, the teacher, returns it to them. Isn't that great? Okay, so here we go. So he does have the option to unsubmit it, but that'll show up for you as well. Let me jump back into the teacher portal and go back to this assignment. And now we're going to see that Clark Kent has submitted his assignment right here inside of this assignment window. And it's ready to be graded. So I can check this out simply by clicking on the student's name. It opens up the document, and this window is exactly what the grading interface looked like inside of Google Classroom, right? Okay, so I have the ability to give the score over here, and I do need to score it here, so I'm going to score it. I can add a comment. Right, and if other students had submitted, I have the option to scroll through the students who submitted there as well. And then when I'm finished and ready to turn it back to them, I click on Return, and now that student will be notified of their grade inside assignments, and of course it'll give them edit access back. So let me just wait for the internet again. Okay, I can close this. Now what's great, I mean, that's great. Everything there is great enough already, right? So if I refresh this page now, it'll show me that I have scored that for him. Everything about that is wonderful already. What's even better is if I come to Grades tab now and find that assignment right here. Look at that. Clark Kent's grade, even though I graded it in Google Assignments, has been pushed over to Gradebook automatically for me. Now, what I can't do, if I go to SpeedGrader here and I choose Clark Kent, It has the score, but if I want to score it, remember I have to go into Google Assignments. I can't score it. I can't see the assignment from inside this window. To see the assignment, I have to be inside Google Assignments via the assignment tab. So that's just a little caveat to watch out for. But if I jump back to that assignment, there we go. We see that all of the students have been submitted. I get the interface to see who's submitted what and their scores. All right, so that is how to use Google Assignments in a nutshell. I encourage you to mess around with it and learn what you can. In my opinion, it is a superior way to use Google inside of Canvas. So let me know if you have questions. Until next time, see ya.